What's up, Taurus? This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. There's always an extended reading so we can go deeper and you can listen to me longer. That link is down below in the description box. It's like right at the top of the description box, and then I'm also going to pin it to the top of the comment section. Please consider joining memberships to this channel because I'm happy to tell you that I have them now, and the Unbound membership gives you unlimited access to all of the extended readings. It's crazy. They're off the hook. So if you want to join me daily for a live tarot card reading and chat, Monday through Friday, I'm live on my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation, guys, and I hope to have you over there as well. So check it out. I'll attach a link above. Taurus comes out every single Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific time. So tune in, subscribe to the channel, and then ring that notification bell so you know when I upload your favorite content. So this is a really nice week, I gotta say. Uranus is still in Taurus. It's not under as much tension as it has been. Beautiful trine to the sun, which is almost like, hey, I'm getting comfortable with the change, or the people in my life are starting to be more comfortable and supportive of the changes that I am. It's almost like I know who the fuck I am, but they didn't know who they are, who I am. And it's almost like a sense of them finally simmering down and being able to assimilate your newness into what's going on in their life. The changes are happening. It's not, they're not going to change the changes. So it's kind of like a harmony is being reached. Also, think of the sun as like a spotlight. There is this, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm trying. There is this sense, guys, of bringing something to light, like finally feeling comfortable to bring the changes into the forefront and let the world see. Something like a spotlight is on them and you don't give a shit because you're comfortable with who you are. Beautiful things are happening with Venus too. Well, powerful things, let's put it that way. There's a square to Mars, which it can be very challenging energy, but bottom line, it's intense energy, and it's a very sexy, sensual energy, which I think you guys do extremely well with. So this is where a lot of clashes start to happen, but for some reason you're attracted to people anyway. Maybe you're even attracted to the feistiness about, like, you're valuing their intensity and the fact that they combat you and they don't just give you your way. That will be very attractive to you. Now, there's also like kind of a challenging aspect. There's a 135-degree angle to Pluto, and the name never sticks in my head of the aspect because I hate the name. But what it means is you kind of have to put the energy into working on something or into creating something. And so something is new, something is being built, but based on what? Is it based on fear? Is it based on things that have been hidden? Because with Pluto, that kind of energy can come up as like those things that didn't want to be seen, those things that didn't want to be acknowledged. And there's the challenge of having to take action maybe when you aren't ready, or forget about not being ready, just having to take action or taking action and suddenly exposing the part of you that you didn't want to be seen. So understand that that could create a lot of tension in your life right now, but it could also create a lot of opportunities because the foundation of the square is building upon something, improving upon something. Basically, it's not just the blueprints of change conceptually the way that it was. It's actually starting to put some building blocks in place and feel comfortable with that. Beautiful cards on the table. We have truth transcends illusion, so coming out and allowing people to see your truth. Also a sense of, there you go. It doesn't matter It doesn't matter what you want people to see this week, they're going to see the truth. And that is absolutely liberating for you. This is also a sense of growing up, maturing, taking on new responsibilities, but really taking on your new sense of self and recognizing I'm a butterfly now. I'm not a caterpillar anymore. My life has got to be different. And people have to treat me like a butterfly now. They can't continue to treat me like a caterpillar. And if they do, that is their issue, not mine. Here I am, as I am now, not what I used to be. It's also a transcendent energy, so you're ready to move on and move up and change. It's like the change is inevitable. You are never alone. So this is a feeling of being appreciated and being supported, also being extremely attractive. This is love energy, romance energy, but ultimately love energy is not just about sex or sensuality. Love energy is about people really caring about you and really getting you. This is like you're going to see the truth of who really loves you this week. You're going to understand the true birth of their ability to love you unconditionally because they are accepting these new dynamics or aspects of you, your life, and your character. So it's almost like that's really the test of love, right? Like how malleable we can be with each other and if we can grow with each other. There seems to be some sort of understanding of who you're going to be able to grow with and who you're going to be able to depend on. You see clearly supports that. This is also Aquarian energy. The group that you belong with, the friends that you belong in, the community that you belong in, but also seeing very clearly with who appreciates you and how they appreciate you and that they appreciate you or if they don't. But I feel like there's just a lot of things of really getting straight in your head personally, because a lot of energy right now, because the sun is in Virgo, Venus is in Virgo, which is really going to impact you. It's internal. Remember, Virgo in the original traditional tarot is represented by the Hermit. So a lot of this energy right now is going within yourself. The changes are not to your external world. They're to you and how you see your external world. So it's about accepting the changes within yourself. And you now what's becoming clear is what's really important to you. So it's not just about seeing very clearly who you're important to, which is great, but it's like now you starting to see what really matters to you, and then take the lead. This is really interesting energy. There's more to this than the obvious, and we've got to get into that. And believe me, we've only just started scratching the surface. So, but there's a sense of authority here, wisdom, knowledge, being connected to the spiritual world, taking the lead based on something that you know needs to be done, has to be done. It's also becoming an adult. Think of Bambi. Once he got his antlers, he became the leader. Antlers are heavy. It's a heavy responsibility to kind of have a conscious understanding of a world that's above most people's heads, but it doesn't. But you're comfortable with that now. It's like you're ready to take on that responsibility of a leadership, or you're starting to see very clearly who is ready to take on responsibilities of leadership. A rebirth is assured. Like this may be essentially this may be one of the first years you get to vote or decide to vote. Something like that. It's almost like I am certain enough to know where I stand and okay with everybody else knowing where I stand. A rebirth is assured. That is coming out of the dark, springing back to life, but you're not springing back to life as the same as you used to be. You are very different than you used to be. This bat energy is just a sense of almost like coming out of the dark somehow. It's like seeing clearly even where others may not, seeing clearly in the dark. That's what I'm getting, seeing clearly in the dark. Okay, but I want to dig down into this leadership because there's so much more to leadership. Can you please clarify, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by leadership, by stag? Take the lead. Take the lead how for Taurus? something that you're creating. So in other words, it's like, even if other people haven't invested in you, you're going to decide to invest in yourself. You are now putting something together. In other words, if other people haven't given you appreciation and opportunity, you're going to start to give it to yourself. So what you can't find in others, you are going to start to create for yourself. And that is actually what you were always destined to do. You were always destined to not go with what everybody else was doing, but instead to create it for yourself. And this inspiration is based on disappointment. Maybe you didn't get something that you wanted. Opportunities were not granted to you. And there's a little bit of bitterness here. But you know what? It's bitterness that's driving you forward, which means it's inspiration. I don't like who cares? Who gives a shit what the inspiration is? But it's like what you didn't get, or what came through as a disappointment, is going to inspire you to start creating something for yourself. And that something for yourself that is based on your morals, your rules, and your vision is really gonna fucking take off. And the truth is, that is kind of what you've always wanted. It will fulfill everything. I think you tried, because you are Taurus, to do things a traditional way, but because there's Uranus and Taurus, and it's been there for a while, and it will continue to be there through 2026, believe me, it's about changing your traditions. It's about reinterpreting your traditions. It's about creating new traditions. And that's exactly what you're going to do. It's not like you want to break down the world around you, but you know, shit's got to be done, and it's got to be created differently. And you tolerate things for so long, Taurus, and then bam, now we've got to change it. And that's what's definitely happening. And the truth is, you're going to be so happy once you allow yourself to do that. And it's this final disappointment that finally, like it was the straw that broke the camel's back. You can't tolerate it anymore. You can't take it anymore. And so you're going to take the lead and start designing something based on your own creativity and initiative. And who gives a fuck if you didn't fit in, or where you didn't fit in, or where people didn't accept you? Because the truth is, you were never supposed to be accepted there. You were always supposed to be accepted this other place. This was your responsibility. This was your duty. And now you're getting down to it. And you know what? It is scary. There's nothing really about it that you're supposed to feel secure about, but I do think that you will feel excited about it. There is some definite tension. Absolutely. Maybe especially with authority figures. Some definite attention, like tension between you and authority figures. Tell me a little bit about this for Taurus, please. Tell me a little bit about this for Taurus, please. Yeah, you did. Somebody turned you down, or you went in front of a board, or something isn't. But okay, you went in front of a board. They said no. They didn't choose you. They didn't select you. Maybe they didn't even understand you. Whatever judgment was made, it was made against you. In other words, door closed. Door closed in your face, and then you decided to go and build a whole new building. This is also a sense of health issues or health problems. So don't put this off any longer. There's some sort of realization or coming to an understanding of, sorry guys, coming to an understanding of there might be some condition that you really need to address. Hopefully you can do something about it. And I do think you can make those changes, but you have to take the lead to initiate the changes in your life to help yourself. It has to do with eating better, eating right, holistic, everything. But there is this kind of sense or mentality of this may be even a sickness. You could see the sickness, disturbances, or lack of balance or corruption that is in right now. Who is making the choices and who is making the decisions, and that is why you are choosing to make things different, because you don't want to be that kind of corruption, and you refuse to even work in that system anymore. And then we have Leo energy, which once again, you're bringing things to light. You're secure with the fact that, you know, what did I call Gemini? The unwilling leader, that kind of thing. I think you're more willing to take the lead. you're more willing to stand in that authority. You're more secure with that position, but I don't think you expected it or wanted it. 8 is here. So you are creating a leader. Either it's because I think it's you that's being created into a leader, or you have created something that is coming into a leadership role. There's a lot of whatever you're creating, whatever it is you're building or creating is going to make you a star. It doesn't mean, like whatever, international celebrity. No, not necessarily. Maybe. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know if there's some sort of international celebrities listening. God bless you. But ultimately, you are really, what you're doing, what you're building is going to reveal your magic, and that is what is going to make you a leader and really make you shine and break through, and you're passionate about it, and this is where your star will shine, quote unquote. So that's what I just wanted you to know. Trust in this gut instinct, especially after these rejections. Say, okay, well then I know which way, listen, I've given somebody every chance that I'm going to fucking give them. And ultimately, I got to change shit. That's what it is. I don't know if you're dealing with a Leo in their life. Maybe the Leo in your life is they need a little intervention, or they got to go to work and they got to do something. But this is about, I think this is representative of, you got to trust your path. You got to trust your abilities and capabilities and let them guide you into how you're going to make things happen. Tell me a little bit more if there's a person that Taurus is dealing with. She-wolf. This is trusting your wild hedonism, like just letting your passion out, like showing your ferocity in a way, but also liberating yourself. This is those primal aspects of you, and allowing those primal aspects of you, because you don't really give a shit anymore about what people have to think or say about you. Not even about it. Then we have the Elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. That you're breaking tradition. You're rebelling against tradition. You're rebelling against traditional expectations. That's what you're doing. How are you doing this? I don't know. I would love. Oh my God, it was weird. I would love to know. I would love to have you tell me how you're doing it. Leave the comments below. Even if I don't answer them, guys, I will read them, because I'm super excited and interested to know how this energy is impacting you. And that's what these videos are for. To talk. They're a talking piece. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Okay. And surrender to the divine, full moon. And this is also a full moon. There's so much more here that I'm just not understanding right now. But your hard work is paying off. If led by the divine, trust your gut, trust your instincts. And let your instincts guide your hard work. I think something you instinctually knew. Yeah, it's interesting how this is Capricorn energy, and it's a new moon. Right? So paternal energy, new moon, and then the full moon is very much Cancerian energy. What is this? Can you please clarify, God? Just clarify what these moons are. Yeah, clarify, please. What the hell is this supposed to mean? Capricorn. It's supposed to mean Capricorn. The devil, behaviors, primal energies. Aries, holy shit, this is intense. This is cardinal energy, which is the energy of creation. Taking action, working hard in Virgo season. That's what it's saying. This is a timestamp. It's like trusting your own authority and trusting your own certainty and your own capability, or taking action against some sort of addiction or some sort of bad behaviors that you got into, where when you look within yourself, you can actually start to see, hey, I've got to tackle this situation, or it's going to get out of hand. It's like being willing to confront it. I'm not sure you're willing to confront it outwardly yet, but for the first time ever, you're willing to admit to yourself that something that you held deep inside your heart is something that eventually you're going to have to address and take action against, because you know it's toxic. And the only way to deal with the toxicity is get it out, purge it, take action against it, and not let it continue, not let it persist. So I don't know if this is a person or a situation, but it really feels like for the first time, you're going inward, you're doing internal work, and you're admitting it to yourself. And right now, this week, you don't have to do anything but admit it to yourself. But at this point, once you admit it to yourself, you'll start to be able to figure out, okay, what can I do with this? Because something is about to be brought to the surface that you have been trying to hide, but it's going to be revealed. Like, you can't keep it down anymore. Let's go to the extended, because I really want to dig deeper into this. I'll see you guys there. The links are below.